Hello there, it's Cassie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel for part 2 of the Simon Says Stamp Holiday 2018 card kit. That's right, this is part 2, so if you missed part 1, head back to my channel so you can check that out. Today I'm going to work on just gift card holders and tags. So I've grabbed some of that paper that came in the kit, and this is the Celebrate Christmas by Echo Park, and I've trimmed down that candy cane paper, just a strip of it. And I'm going to try and assemble just using pieces from the ephemera pack. These are from the Tim Holtz Ideology Christmas ephemera pack that came in the kit. And I just grabbed a handful of just different pieces of the ephemera, and I'm gonna just use those to decorate the outside of these envelopes. Oftentimes at Christmas or during the holidays, we need quick packaging, we need quick tags, we need whatever because we didn't think ahead. Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. So these things are really nice for me just to have on hand and not feel so bad about just kind of like, okay, here's a gift card, throw that in there. I do like to personalize a little bit better sometimes, but sometimes you just don't have time for that. So I wanted to show you guys some quick and easy tags and gift card holders. And so that finished the first one. I'm just going to add a few of those festive stickles to the outside of that. And then that little centerpiece I could easily write to whoever that gift card would be for. I'm going to attach what was left over from that strip to the side of that other gift card holder. Those tiny little envelopes are fantastic for the gift cards, or you could even put them on the front of a card and you've got a whole new embellishment there as well. I'm going to stamp a couple of sentiments came from the stamp set. That stamp set again was the Simon Says Stamp Comfort and Joy 6x8 stamp set. And one of them just says Merry and Bright and the other one says For You. I stamped those just on a couple of those little ephemera empty tags, or at least that's what I'm going to call them. And then I'm going to assemble that on the front of that card as well, just using my tape runner. And then this is also something I don't feel so bad if somebody, once they get their gift card, decides to toss it. I don't feel quite as heartbroken by that. So now I've got 2 quick gift card holders just like that. And then moving on to the red one, I just grabbed a couple of extra pieces, like I said, and I'm going to start attaching those as well. These were so fast and easy, and you could easily duplicate these. There were so many pieces in that ephemera pack. There were 58 pieces. Some of them are big, some of them are small like this, and so very, very easily duplicated if you needed some quick and easy gift card holders. And then I'll finish those off again with those festive stickles. I'll just put a few of those on the outside. And then those are going to finish off the gift card holders. Just like that. So easy. And like I said, I wouldn't feel bad if somebody decided to chuck them afterwards. So now we'll move on to a couple of tags. I'm going to stamp on these. And I'm grabbing my Misty to do so, and I'm going to make them both the same. And I'm grabbing that little mistletoe as well as the little sentiment that goes with it. And I'm going to stamp those on my tags using Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And if I were to do it again, I probably would have used my VersaFine Onyx Black ink. The Memento ink worked fine. It's just I believe there is a bit of a coating on these tags. And so it did stay wet for a little bit, and thankfully I didn't run my finger across it to smear it, but it did stay wet for just a little bit. And I also discovered that that coating isn't great for the Prismacolor pencils, which is what I plan to use. So I could tell that that was still wet, and I just heat set it, and then it was fine. There was no big deal to that. But if I were to do it again, I would use the VersaFine Onyx Black ink. So I've grabbed a few of my Prismacolor pencils, and I'm going to color these very simply. And like I said, there is a bit of a coating on these, and so I'm usually pretty heavy-handed. In this case with Prismacolor pencils, obviously you don't want to be because the point of them is to kind of layer them up. Or you can use some mineral spirits or some Gamsol or baby oil, and you can spread those out using a stump. But I was very light-handed, and I could tell that that coating, it was a bit of a waxy coating, made it hard to blend those colors out. That's why I was looking at this point going, maybe I need a little bit darker, maybe that'll help it. And it worked a little bit, but these are small images, so it really wasn't that big of a deal. If I had used a bigger image, I could see where that coating would really be problematic for your coloring. And so thankfully these are small images, so not a big deal. And I only have 2 colors per piece there for the mistletoe and the bow. I did make a little bit of a boo-boo, so I cleaned that up with one of my white erasers. It's a Staedtler eraser. And now I'm just coloring in the leaves of the mistletoe with a lighter green. And then I'll just go back in and I'm actually going to have to try to be heavy-handed with that dark green, otherwise it wasn't going to show up because of that coating. But in the end, these were fine. I thought these worked out really nicely. And I did both of them the same, so I don't show you the coloring on the other one because it's the same. For the attachment for my tag, I'm just using some twine that I have in my stash, some like hemp twine. I will fold that in half, and then I will stick that through the center and then loop that back around and then finish off my tag. Sorry I don't show that on camera. It's fairly straightforward. You can kind of tell just by looking at it what I did. And then to finish it off, I'm going to grab the tidings stickles and I'll eyeball, clearly I'm eyeballing it, it's not perfectly straight, just 3 little dots in the center, a big one in the center, and then 2 more on the outside, and that'll finish off those tags. So I like those. I think those were my favorite. And then I'll do these very quick and simple smaller tags. And I'm stamping the 2 from that stamp set called Comfort and Joy. And then I'm also going to grab the 3 of the small snowflakes. This stamp set has a lot of great little snowflakes in it. And I'm sorry, you can probably hear my dog in the background snipping at the cat. I'm grabbing some Distress Oxides in the colors Evergreen Bough, Candied Apple, and Tumbled Glass. I thought those were pretty and Christmassy. And I'll stamp out my snowflakes on the corners. And I do apologize. I did do 2 more tags, the craft tags, but I guess I didn't hit record. And so I will show them to you at the end, but you're not going to see me make them. And they're really simple, so you didn't really miss anything. But I am going to have a part 3. I'm going to start working on part 3 or editing part 3 here shortly. So you'll have a look at that one in the next day or so after I get this one posted. And I'll do the exact same thing on these tags for the attachment. I'm just using twine. I'm sorry, my dog and cat are really fighting. Of course, just like kids. So part 3 will be coming shortly, and I am going to probably work on a part 4 as well. But that finishes off these 2 smaller tags, and I'll show you really quickly the 2 other tags that I didn't get to film. Very simple tags, just fun. And there they are. So let's go ahead and take a look at all that was made. And I'd love to know if there was a favorite that you liked of the gift card holders or the tags or any of it. I always appreciate your comments. I appreciate you guys stopping by and leaving some love. And thank you guys. Keep an eye out for part 3.